China has the big four, the emergence of its own new tech leaders, that's Pinduoduo, Shein, ByteDance, and Huawei.
Before the Ukraine war, Chinese brands accounted for 45% of the smartphone market in Russia. Now, a year later, it is almost 95%.
With annual sales of electric vehicles already above 30% of all cars in China, the mood there remains optimistic.
As Maotai's popularity grows, so has its share price. In June 2020, it surpassed China's biggest bank, climbing to reach a valuation of over $500 billion in 2021.
A combination of economic growth, innovation, government support, strategic investments, and global supply chain integration has taken Chinese companies to greater prominence on the global stage. China has experienced rapid economic growth over the past few decades, becoming the world's second largest economy. This growth has provided Chinese companies with the resources to expand internationally. Smartphones and consumer electronic companies like Huawei, the largest telecom equipment manufacturer globally that has surpassed competitors like Ericsson and Nokia. Drone makers like DJI that dominates the global consumer drone market, holding an outstanding 70% market share. E-commerce and digital platforms like JD.com or Alibaba that launched the world's largest online shopping festival, Singles Days, celebrated on November 11th each year, and that generated $84 billion in sales in 2021 alone. And electric vehicle makers like BYD, who became the world's largest electric vehicle manufacturer by volume in 2022, surpassing Tesla. These achievements demonstrate the global impact and innovative capabilities of Chinese companies across a range of industries.
Chinese brands are becoming more and more prominent nowadays in the world stage. So we're going to check some of the few brands that are making some of the coolest and more innovative products, from technology to automakers to construction to trains and aviation companies. They're all here in this very place.
The development of robotic technologies in China is characterized by rapid progress and a growing ecosystem of companies, research institutions, and startups. Since robotics play a critical role in China's economic transformation and industrial upgrading, the country has become a global leader in this field.
Another of the fields that I think China has a huge advantage over many other countries and companies is robotics. I'm coming now to one booth that is kind of putting together several companies that develop the robotic science. All these robotics help in different kind of applications, and I think the ones that are being used for medical specific purposes are really impressive.
As of 2021, there were over 6,000 robotics companies registered in China, covering various sectors such as industrial automation, service robotics, and AI-powered robotics. The country's spending on robotics research reached approximately $15 billion each year. China is also exploring the use of robots in healthcare settings for tasks such as patient care, surgery assistance, and rehabilitation. Robotic exoskeletons, surgical robots, and service robots are being developed and deployed in hospitals and care facilities.
We are a company that's aiming to manufacture the surgical robots. We have the laparoscopic surgery robots as well as orthopedic surgical robots. And we also have the cardiovascular interventional surgical robots. The whole system is called the laparoscopic surgical robot. It contains three parts: the doctor console, the patient cart, and the third one is the image cart. The doctors can sit it here and to manipulate the controller to operate the instruments, the surgical instruments. We are the only one manufacturers that use the self-developed technologies in this endoscopic. When doctors sit here, can use the naked eyes to see the 3D images without any other glasses.
China leads the world in robotics patent applications. Chinese companies and research institutions filed over 40,000 robotics-related patent applications in 2020, accounting for nearly half of global robotics patent filings.
I'm here with a humanoid robot that it's being used for different kind of purposes, for example, directions and guidance in different kind of events like the one we are right now. But that's one of the different purposes that China is directing their researches and advancements when it comes to robotics. Here in China, you can see them basically everywhere. It's the first time I'm going to shake hands with a robot. Oh my gosh, she's using her fingers to hold my hand. Nice to meet you. 很高兴认识你。谢谢啊。Wow. She's actually shaking her hand and using her fingers to give a very, very firm handshake.
China is also making its own airplane. Yes, that's right. China is actively producing commercial airplanes through its aerospace manufacturer, the Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, or COMAC. COMAC is responsible for developing and manufacturing China's first domestically produced commercial airliner, the C919, which is designed to compete with established models such as the Boeing 737 and the Airbus A320. The C919 represents a significant milestone for China's aerospace industry, aiming to reduce the country's reliance on foreign-made aircraft and establish China as a major player in the global aviation market. By producing commercial airplanes domestically, China aims to enhance its aerospace capabilities, stimulate innovation and technological development, create high-skilled jobs, and support the growth of its domestic aviation industry.
Xiaomi is another of the brands that represents China very well. It's one of the brands I admire the most. Actually, I use a lot of Xiaomi products, especially at home. When it comes to home appliances, Xiaomi is making great products, good quality, at very good prices.
China is known as the world's factory and serves as a major manufacturing hub for electric appliances. The country's vast industrial infrastructure, skilled workforce, and efficient supply chains make it a preferred location for the production of appliances. China is leading manufacturer of consumer electronics, including smartphones, tablets, laptops, televisions, cameras, and audio equipment. Companies like Huawei, Xiaomi, Lenovo, Oppo, Vivo, and TCL are well known both domestically and internationally for their electronic products. China is the world's largest exporter of electronic appliances, supplying products to markets around the globe. The country's manufacturing capabilities, cost competitiveness, and product quality have made it a preferred supplier for many international brands and retailers. As the demand for electric appliances continues to grow worldwide, China will maintain its leadership position in this dynamic, evolving sector.
Most recently, they just launched their car. This is the Xiaomi SU7. It's been a popular topic lately in the social media because a lot of people really like this car, especially for all the capabilities, all the features it offers, and for the final price that you can get it from here in China.
China is the world's largest automobile manufacturer in terms of both production and sales. The country has held this position for over a decade, surpassing major automobile producing nations such as the United States, Japan, and Germany. Chinese automakers are expanding their presence in international markets through exports, joint ventures, and acquisitions. They have improved their manufacturing capabilities, competitive pricing, and product quality to compete with established global brands in major regions around the world. China's position as the world's largest automobile manufacturer underscores its growing influence in the global automotive industry and its commitment to becoming a leader in automotive technology, innovation, and sustainability. China's Southern Power Grid is a key player in China's power sector. It operates in a vast region that covers approximately 1 million square kilometers and serves a population of over 250 million people.
China's Southern Power Grid is a huge company that is in charge of managing the electric supply and the electric grid for southern China. And I've been checking some of the technologies and services they provide. There's one that got my attention a lot, and it's this one here. This is Nankun. It's a huge device that generates green energy from the waves of the sea.
China is developing multi-purpose offshore platforms that combine wave energy converters with other marine energy technologies, such as wind turbines and solar panels, to maximize energy production. China's commitment to advancing wave energy technologies is part of a broader strategy to diversify its energy source and reduce carbon emissions.
It can supply energy to up to 3,500 houses daily. It will supply energy to remote areas like islands that are not connected to the electric grid. These kind of devices will be able to generate more and more green, renewable energy. That definitely is the future. Tsingtao is also one of the most famous beers here in China, if not the most famous one. And they're giving some beer to try to every visitor here.
Folks, I'm gonna be wandering around nice and beautiful places here in China and documenting about it. I will also be Instagramming my day-to-day and my trips in this awesome country. Feel free to follow me and leave your comments and impression over there about life in China. I will leave the link to my account in the description down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my follow-up stories about what's going on in this part of the world. If you think there might be someone else interested in these kind of videos, please consider sharing. My name is Rafael, thanks for watching, and stay safe until next time.